Hello, everybody. It is Bricky Orchid here today, and we will be doing a few questions, a Q&A, so to speak. I asked everyone for questions. I'm doing my 50k sub Q&A, so I yanked a bunch of questions off the interwebs, Twitter, the Steam group, mostly off YouTube, but yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So the first question comes from Austin Gorick. Says, Q&A question, are you considering doing a subscriber game of League of Legends? Every time I do a League of Legends stream, I always do 2 sub games at the end of every stream. I do like 4 or 5 ranked games, and I do 2 sub games, whether it be ARAM or One for All or regular or whatever it is. So if you're watching the stream and get to the end of the stream, you can go ahead and jump in and play some games and shit like that. Fucking damn foreign names. This guy, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Or if you like this one more, ass for them titties. Favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip. There's no fucking denying that. And I don't even think I need to explain if it's ass or titties. I think I'm very, very positive you all know because it's just, yes. King Nick asks, how much hair gel do you use a week? A lot. A lot. Too much. Raz Frazzy, also known as Draz, says, what champ in LoL do you prefer and how big is your dildo? Just kidding. Just kidding. Well, I mean, there's a reason I do nothing but Pringles cans all over my room, so come on, let's be real here. And what champ in LoL do you prefer? Well, my favorite champion ever is Syndra, but I play mostly nowadays like Tom Kench and what else do I play? I play a lot of Tom Kench. We'll just do Tom Kench. Guardian of the Abyss says, hey Bricky, how'd you come up with your So You Want a Main series? I actually came up with that off a little bit of Magikarp Use Fly's actual champion spotlights. I remember watching his videos like, these are really well done. Maybe I can do something kind of like this, but my own kind of thing, a little bit more informative. So I did my own kind of brand of humor and then decided to do like a whole little more informative, go through the skills, go through what they're used for, shit like that, but still make it funny. A lot of people said they compare it to Uberdanger's guides, and I actually didn't even know Uberdanger had champion guides until some people commented saying, yeah, it's kind of like Uberdanger's, and I looked them up and like, oh yeah, he does have guides. So, I mean, it was based off Magikarp's, but besides that, it's the middle parts of it were all kind of my creation, you know, how it's structured, things like that. Torque asks, what's your favorite role in League of Legends and favorite champion in that role? Favorite role is probably top lane. Because I feel like I'm in a like an island and I'm not gonna get bothered too much, especially since everyone is focused down 4-manning bot lane. I like mid and I like support a lot. I hate AD carry and jungle is okay, but I just kind of like top lane. It's just probably the most fun. I don't really main that lane, but you know. And favorite champion in the top lane, I really like Fiora. Fiora top, Tom Kench. I do really well with Scion for some reason. Maybe because it's just like a giant brick wall, but yeah, champs like that. Nathan Brickman says, where is he, Bricky? Where is Cherry's God? Fucking damn it, Nathan. What other games do you play instead of League of Legends? Lots of League of Legends questions. A lot of other games. I play Warframe, I play Halo, I play Counter-Strike, I play H1Z1 a lot. What else do I do? I play StarCraft 2. I play a lot of fucking games. If you look at my channel, it's not just League videos, obviously. There's a lot of videos I make out of it. A lot of Metal Gear Solid 5. Played some Rocket League for a while, and I haven't touched that game since I got just absolutely demolished in one of my Twitch streams, so it got salty as fuck. But, yeah, I play tons of games. When's the next story time, Bricky? God fucking damn. Okay, so many people ask me when's the next story time, when's the next story time, when's the next story time. Like, there's like 7 comments on when's the next story time. Look, listen, story times are easily the worst videos to make. They are so annoying and tedious and they're awful. They are absolutely awful. Of all the videos I have, story times are my least favorite to make by a decent margin. I hate making story times. However, I still make them because those are the most popular videos, I think, and people seem to really, really like them. Story times are, if they have the prefix story time in them, are real, and I don't have all that many stories. I've already said a whole lot of my major gaming stories, so story times will come as stories are being, you know, as I get a new story. Now, I do have one I'm working on right now, a League of Legends one, but do realize that story times are not supposed to be a staple of the channel. They're supposed to be like rare. When I have a story that's good enough for a video, I'll make it, but they won't be super often. Anyway, it's coming. There's another one in the works currently, but after that, I can't tell you. Why was your hair so beautiful? I don't know. I don't know. I just like started. Well, one day I was like, maybe I should try slicking back my hair and trimming down the sides, and that's what I did. It's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It's Gabe asks, have you ever considered going into eSports? I think everyone who's ever hit Diamond in League has once thought to themselves, I'm gonna be professional now, because I know I definitely thought. I was like, oh, I'm in Diamond now. I'm in Diamond 1, or at least I was in Diamond 1. It's like, oh, maybe now I can make something of myself. I can enter the amazingness that is the Challenger series and get on a professional team. And then I soon got hit with a giant dose of reality that, hey, Bricky, you're kind of shit. You aren't that good enough. And so, yeah, stop thinking about that after that. I sure as fuck aren't going into Counter-Strike esports. The Pop-Tart12345 asks, what first inspired you to become a YouTuber / Twitch streamer? I don't think anyone has ever done YouTube for the money to start off with. I mean, for the money. Started YouTube as an idea for income. I'm pretty sure everybody did YouTube originally as a hobby, and then they eventually got into it, because hobbies are things you do, obviously, that you enjoy, and you just find it fun to just do it. If you already find YouTube fun, then doing YouTube full time will become a very, it's not going to be that hard for you, even though, of course, it's extremely tedious and there's a lot of work to be involved. There's a lot of work with this, but it's a different kind of thing, right? I started making videos as just an enjoyment, and I eventually made that first storytime video, and then the one after that, upload those to Reddit, and then boom, got popular, and like, hey, maybe I got something here. And then I started working more, and as the channel blew up, I started, putting more time into it, and here I am. If you could meet any champ from League without them trying to kill you, who would you like to meet? That's a hard one. I almost say Tom Kench because he's fucking hilarious, and I'd like to have a conversation about the values of life. I'm sure he knows a great amount of delicious restaurants too, so Tom Kench. Brodo Swaggins asks, what's your favorite game in the Metal Gear series? Ask him because I know you like them. I didn't play actually a whole lot of the Metal Gear games. I haven't played 1 or 2. I played a little bit of 1 and 2. Didn't play Peace Walker. Only ones I played were 3, 4, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. Oh, and Revengeance. But honestly, I mean, I love 3. 3's a great game, but it just didn't stick with me like everyone else liked it. It was still a fantastic game, but I think my favorite was actually 5. Phantom Pain is a phenomenal game to me. I didn't mind the fact that the story was toned down. I didn't have as many cutscenes. That was cool with me. I didn't really care. I thought it still had a decent story, just a lot less, not Metal Gear Solid 4, 8 hours of fucking cutscenes. Plus, it has by far the best gameplay of the entire series, so there's also that. I do like Revengeance a lot, though. Revengeance is fantastic and always fun to play, so there's that. Paul Stout asks, Titser, God fucking, you know the answer. Azur Pazzer asks, what is your favorite color of women's underwear? And it has 6 likes. Why? Wow, okay. Black or hot pink? Yeah, black or hot pink. Adrian Marcos asks, why do you look like you're high all the time? And please do fan games. I do fan games. I don't look like I'm high all the time? Do I look high all the time? I didn't think I looked high all the time. I thought I just looked normal. Look like a bricky. John0417 asks, what are you going to call your fans / subscribers? I like the nickname for them. I generally call my subs the Brigade. Kind of like the idea of the Brigade, or sometimes people call them Bricklets. I like the Brigade. You can be known as Gary if you're on the Twitch stream. If you're on a Twitch stream, you're known as Gary sometimes. But I don't know, the Brigade I thought was kind of cool, Jacob Phillips asks, Brick, are you excited for the new Star Wars movie? Absolutely not. I don't know what you're talking about. Ghost Warrior asks, is 50k bricks enough to build a house? This is the most liked comment on my video. And I would imagine, yes, I'd imagine 50,000 bricks are enough to build a house, but why? Banana asks, what are your favorite thoughts on YouTubers like PewDiePie, Markiplier, etc., and them having millions of subs? I'm not hitting on them, but you seem to put so much more work in your videos than them whilst putting this do you feel jealousy? No, of course not. I think it's a bit of a misconception, right? So, I did my Halo 5 Let's Play just recently, and I gotta admit, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. The fact that for every hour of gameplay is 5 hours of editing, rendering, and uploading, That was actually a real pain in the ass, I gotta admit. I'm impressed. But no. Markiplier, PewDiePie, those people, no, I respect them immensely. I think they're all great because they've done what they need to do business-wise. They've found a niche market that they really are good at, and they've done the best at it, right? It's a lot harder than it seems, right? My videos have like a crude editing style, right? Just because the video isn't cut up a bunch, doesn't have a lot of flashy text and like that, doesn't mean to put a lot of effort into it. People like Markiplier and PewDiePie had to do the things like perfect, literally perfect sound editing. Sound, surround sound, that's why they have those like fucking soundproof boards on the walls, at least Markiplier does. And they have to work about perfect video footage, perfect editing. They had to work with reaction timing, and they have to free flow commentary for like 30 minutes without cuts. The fact that you have to straight up talk regularly without almost any mistakes like that is not easy. That's like television host kind of bullshit. So no, they put just as much time into their videos as anyone else, I think. Probably even more because they upload actually probably a lot more because they upload so often. It's just a different kind of style, Just because it's really hard to do a bunch of tedious editing does not mean it's not really hard to put together a Let's Play. So, no, I don't feel any jealousy at all. Besides, they've been around for like, 5 years, 6 years? I've been here for like 6 months. So, no. Good question, though, by the way. Takashi Tynan, looks like Tynan, asks, Protoss, Terrans, or Zerg? Protoss is my favorite. I play the most Terran, and I'm best with Zerg. I don't know what the fuck to think. Irson, fucking names are hard. What influenced your humor to become this way? Only jokes that some people will understand and find it hilarious, but the majority of people just don't and just shrug it off. Whenever I do my humor, it's generally very reference related, I've noticed. And that's just kind of how I always was with high school and everything like that. We always just made references to lots of other shit. And I guess that's how the humor came off as, but it depends. It really depends on what specifically we're talking about. But I mean, I think a lot of my videos don't just have reference humor, right? They have a lot of other tidbits from different areas. It's just a different kind of way to edit and describe it, I suppose. Like, I know, maybe the joke that Kindred is dead or Pepsi, not everyone understands that Pepsi backwards is dead. But, it's something that some people get, and the people who do get it, like it a lot. People who don't, then I just kind of shrug it off. It's not like I'm degrading from the content, I don't think. But appealing to a wider audience via jokes, things like that, it's a different kind of thing. It's a different kind of medium. Save the Pepe Economy asks, what does your parents/family think about your decision to try and do YouTube, Twitch full time? They've been different on it. They've been pretty helpful, actually, quite supportive. Ever since I left the EMT job and went to go and do this full time, like I said, like at the current moment, this is not enough to live off of. I haven't moved out yet. I'm still living with my family at the current moment because YouTube and Twitch, and even being an EMT is not enough for me to move out. If you know anything about Southern California, it is near impossible to move out on a job like that, especially getting paid so little as an EMT does. But YouTube, Twitch, and all that stuff like that is not enough for me to move out, which is why I'm slowly kind of building it. But they were really supportive on the idea because they realized the potential there, right? If the channel explodes, if the channel gets crazy, if the views start going in, money will start coming in, and I will be able to move out and live a whole new life, start a new chapter in my life. And that's really exciting to me, but of course, I need to be mindful of the fact that, one, it's ludicrously expensive to live out here, and two, YouTube is fluctuating, very fluctuating. And same with Twitch and Patreon. That's why I started the Patreon, right? It's because it wasn't just for people to ask that, if they want to support me. It's because I do need it. I don't have enough to live on my own, and I'd like to live on my own, but running just straight off of YouTube and Twitch is not enough, especially since I'm not a partner with Twitch yet, even though I keep trying to apply when I get the chance. But that's the thing, that's why I realize at the current moment, money is tight, and I gotta be really careful with that. But they're still really supportive in the fact that they understand the potential that comes out of it. So no, they do think it's good. My mom is more skeptical because she's realizes that, you know, this is it's a big change. It's entrepreneurial shit, basically. It could be a little scary, but my dad is super into it. He really wants me to help try and succeed, and I'm trying my best. I'm really trying my best. Swinja, I think it's Swinja, asks, what's your go-to video for laughing? Oh god, that's kind of a hard one. One video that never ever ceases to make me laugh is a Noob's Guide to Spawn Karthus by Seth. That's pretty fucking great, I gotta admit. There are a lot of videos that I really honestly, I think anything made by Dunkey is enough to get me laughing. Dunkey is fucking hilarious, some of what he seems to do. And my favorite video of his is either the H1Z1 or the Duck Hunt video, because, god, those are fucking... Or not Duck Hunt, Duck Game. But, god, those are the best. So, I guess most of Dunkey's channel, I guess. I'm not even going to try to fucking say what that is. How did you get your mighty voice? I was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't fucking know. Honestly, no one's ever commented about my voice before, except for the one time in real life. Maybe because it's just different on the internet, it sounds different, or I think everyone tells me my voice sounds the same online as it does in real life, so maybe it's just me. I don't know. The Colopio? Top 5 female league champs based on booty. Okay. Top 5. Alright, let's see how we do this. Zyra number 5, Misfortune number 4, Project Fiora number 3, Frostbutt Aurelia number 2, and then DJ Sona number 1. Molly Panita asks, if you weren't doing YouTube full time, what would you be doing? I don't know. I mean, my company went out of business like literally a week after I left, so I'd probably be working at Costco, because Costco pays really well around here, but I may have had to jump back on my Dairy Queen job. Or I probably would have been actually, you know, applying for more EMT jobs, but those things take like months to get into, so I'd need to probably get something small in the meantime, so maybe Costco or Dairy Queen for the meantime, then jump on another EMT position. Libsky asks, why you have to be mad? That's funny. And finally, Sergeant Slime asks, asked you before, do you think your mains are cancer? Yes. Yes. Well, who do I play? Quintop, Kindred Top, Tom Kench, Syndra, Yasuo, Jace, York, a Cho'Gath. I'm a terrible human being. I'm awful. Yeah, it's terrible. No, yeah, total cancer. Absolutely. Alright, well everyone, thank you very much for watching the Q&A video. I will have a room set up and, gaming rig setup video coming very soon. And, yeah, I hope you all have a fan-fucking-tastic day. Bye-bye.